Hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello. Oh. Hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hello, hi, hi, hello, hello, hi Churro, hello, hi Churro, hello, hi Dave, hi Pascal, hi Forrest, hi Swigart, hi Flea Flicker, meow, 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 hi Shade Kaneko, hello, our adorable, it has been quite a while, hi Slip Up, hi, hello, 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 Watch Horse, thank you for the resub, 11 months, goodness gracious, hello, hello, an okay guy. Oh, here you guys want to look at me, right? Hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hello, hi. I'm live. That's right. I'm real. Back from the dead. Back from that wretched cold grave. Thank you for stripping me over and over and over, Forrest. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hello, yes, hello. I hope Malfoy has been able to find true and honest, straight heterosexual love with a Malfoy in his amazing love quest. Well, we're working on it. Maybe one of these days. Maybe one of these beautiful days that I live in every day in which I'm not relentlessly tortured with cattle prods. Maybe one of these days, right? I missed you guys too. Hi, Forthes. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Dave says that, wow, I went live on Bunny Day. Listen, it's not Bunny Day. It's me day. It's Malfun Day. Exactly. Hi. Hello. How's everybody doing? It's been so long. It's been a long time. It's over here. All right. We wanna do Germa style. Okay. Oh, it fucking closed my eyes. Hi. Hello. Hi. Thank you for making me a nice little fruit cup really to start off really strong. Yeah, how's everybody doing? It's been forever. It's been a long time. And things have not gotten much better for me. But you know what? We're here. We're doing our best. We're fighting. We're fighting strong. You're kind of grandma maxing hope I would go big and strong in your absence, but your hopes have been dashed. Well, I do have some news. I have gotten a little stronger. I've been doing some exercise, so that's been good. I unfortunately it made me lose weight, but something's happening. Smile. So I got a little bit of muscle tone happening, so that's good. All that kind of stuff. You had a dream, you went live and found God, started talking about the church changing your life, but in a Mormon way. Unfortunately, have not. Well, I mean, maybe God's found me. God's found me, but what he did, he's not doing anything good to me. God found me, and he puts debris in the way when I'm driving 80 miles an hour down the highway, and it guts my car, and all our little insides come spilling out all over the street. That's what happens. That's how God found me. So really, I feel like me and God are not on good terms right now. Um, Yes, everyone has to give their fur babies an extra. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Shake Echo. I hope you're doing all right. Yes, send everybody a big hug and a kiss for me while you still have them. Well, I guess that was kind of a weird thing to say. Send everybody a hug and a kiss. There, end that sentence. They toned the little blue stick. I'm a little toned. I'm a little toned. I've got some contours going on. BBW bros. I was never a BBW. I was never a W. What do you mean BBW? I wasn't B, B, or W. None of those letters applied to me. What do you mean by this? What did he mean by this? That's not true. Thanks, God. Thanks for that. Yeah, it was fucked up. It was sick. I was driving down the road, and there was, how like when you drive down the street and there's like little things in the road and you don't want to like run over them, but it's like so you try to kind of swerve over them to kind of let them pass under your car. There was a couple things in the road and I was able to do that, but then I was concentrating on those and I wasn't looking. And thank you for long hair. Aren't I such a beautiful lady? Smile, smile, smile. Wow, 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 wow. Aren't I so gorgeous? Smiles at you so big and wide. He. Anyway, but I was driving and I was trying to dodge these other things and let them pass under my car. And then, of course, this other big piece of metal came up and I didn't realize it was so close, or the fact that it had a big piece sticking out like at an angle, and it fucking sliced my car's poor underbelly open. Her guts came out all over the highway, and they had to she's in the mechanic right now getting stitched up. But it was really grotesque. I was really upset about it, obviously, and it cost $8 billion. Saturday everyone to kiss while you still have lips because I'll bite them off with a very heterosexual kiss on the lips. Listen. I think that if I'm kissing you, it means you're straight, okay? Because I'm straight, and that means when I kiss somebody, it means that I'm straight and that they're straight, and we're two straight people kissing because that's how that works, right? Smile. Hi, Manny. Hi. Hello. Hi, Manny. Hi. Hi. We can manifest. We can try to manifest. We can manifest a lot of things. When the sub that gave you the MPreg emote already expired. I'm really never going to get out from under the male pregnancy bit, am I? Which is fine. Men can be pregnant, I guess. It's the big 2026. I shouldn't be, bigoted, right? Especially because I was one of the pioneers of being a big, swollen, pregnant male VTuber. Thank you for Pregachu. Thank you. That was what I was waiting for this whole time. Thank you for Pikachu. Thank you. The kiss that feminizes you like Midas and his touches. Oh, I got touched by Midas, all right. Where do you think these sparkles are coming from? You know, where do you think I got all this gold? Hi, Slip Up. Hi. Man, I love elves. I'm a little bit elvish. I mean, I've got a little elf. Hi, Rikio. Hi. Your comfort changeling. If I'm who you turn to for comfort, I feel like maybe you have other things going on. I don't know. I feel like you could like try investing in like a weighted blanket first, and then that might help you a little more than me. I don't know. Yeah, so other than my car getting her guts all ripped out, and that being upsetting, I've just been working. They've been working me like a dog. The surgeon that I work for, she wants to do lip filler on me. She's like, we had somebody come in with lip filler, and it was like really badly done, and she had like big giant plastic bimbo lips, and like the patient leaves, and I'm sitting in the room, and the surgeon is there, and she's just kind of staring at me, and I'm like, hey, can I help you? And she's staring at me, and she doesn't say anything for another second, and I'm like, why are you? What do you want? What do you need something? Like, do you need something actually? And she's like, I think we should do lip filler on you. And I was like, why did you say that? And she was like, why? I used to do it. I think we should do it on you. And I'm like, I think I should start looking for a new job. And then she was like, no, don't do that. I was kidding. Smile. I was kidding. Smile. That was a joke. And I was like, I don't think that was a joke, ma'am. I think you're a sick little puppy. I think you're a sick little freak, and you're some kind of diseased hound, some kind of ill dog. You know, it was fucked. They're trying to inject me with substances at work. It's twisted. Precious Bean, you're a sweetie pie, shaking. You're a sweetie pie. Mouth on body pillow. I think a body pillow. It would be like you know those like on a couch like what do they call like a chase lounge. You know how they have those little circular really thin pillows? That would be a body pillow of me. It'd be really small. She can't say anything. Her big lips are in the way. Hi, Ant Pants. Clueless. Very true. Hi, Butterball. Hi. Sharing with your friend in Indonesia. She says I sound familiar. As far as I know, I'm not particularly. I don't have a big presence in Indonesia, so I'm glad that I'm glad that I'm making waves over there, I guess. Did I get the lip filler? I did not get lip filler. I think my lips are juicy and full enough. Okay, I don't need lip filler. Somebody did request a kiss. Who was it? It was Slip Up. There you go. Here's some kisses for you. Oh, and Manny. There you go. My lips are big and full and perfect for smooching. It's true. Exclamation point, the substance. I do not have the substance. Do not inject me with this substance. I don't want to be turned into a slimy little red blob on Hollywood Boulevard. Hello, Alex Witchy in 96. Hello, hi. Surgeons are all insane and freaks who love making Frankenstein beasts under the knife and the syringe. That's true. I do also love the syringe. I do love when you're using the scalpel and you're cutting and it's gliding through people and the snipping sound of the scissors. It's really good. Oh man, I'll tell you guys another story. I'll tell you guys. Oh, hi, Flea Flicker. Shake and echo. Yeah, I'll tell you. Do you guys want to hear another story from work? It's kind of gross. You guys want to hear another story? It's about. Please don't say that. Don't say what? Wait, what? Don't see like live for less than 20 minutes, and I'm already getting. Please don't say that. Oh no. Some things truly never change. You're squeamish. All right, I won't tell. I'll be good. I'll be nice to you guys. Streamers bricked up again. Okay. It's not a crime, all right? It's not a crime. It's if I was morally it's a little questionable. Legally it's not a crime, okay? And that's when it comes to sexual arousal, the important thing is the legality and not the morality, right? Smiles at you so big and so wide. Your dentist pulled out your entire nerve system 2 days ago. That's crazy. I feel like you should ask for that back. Ask for it back in like a little plastic bag, you know. Hi, Churl. Oh yeah, I already said hi. Churl, you were the first one here. I already said hi to you. I'll say hi to you again because you're such a sweet boy. Mwah. 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 Those are for you, Churl. Those are for free. Don't say I never gave you nothing, you know. I've heard streamers stimming with their foreskin live before your potatoes are okay, parentheses, small comparatively. Oh, I thought you were speaking of metaphorical potatoes because I was like, are you kind of like, are you saying I've got like a small penis? Like what? Like that seems a little aggressive to comment on. But I mean, you know what? That people do historically like making those kinds of comments. Hi Zan. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. 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 Yeah, I don't know. That's what I've been up to. I've been up to being tortured by my job and then my car exploding. And I hope everybody else is doing good. How has everybody else been doing? We might play a couple daily games. We might do a couple basic stuff. I do have Warhammer, Total War, but I don't know if I want to do I don't know, probably not going to be able to get into a big long thing about it. Loud ass foreskin. That's it. I guess that's true. I get. No, does foreskin make noise? Can you have a loud foreskin? I mean, like I've seen stuff where it's like, like chicks with a fat ass where you're like, there's no way you're using that thing to fart, but like I've never seen or heard of people being like, there's no way you're using that thing as a noisemaker in regards to foreskin. Yes, it does. It does. That's crazy. The more you know about penises, I guess. I'm glad to hear you suffer. Yeah, all right, Cheryl. You're not even a good tsundere. You're just tsundere, Cheryl. I get it. I know. 35 stream streak. That's insane. Hi, AI1340. I'm glad to see you here as well. I'm glad to see one of my resident torturers is here to come and sharpen his knives before he peels my skin off. In some kind of sadistic ritual that I don't usually enjoy at all. Smile. I'm also getting tortured at my job, so I get you. I work at the butcher shop as one of the pigs. Yeah. Well, you'll be a delicious, tasty meal at least. You'll be a delicious, wonderful meal. I quit a job because they almost got me killed between 2 and 5 times, depending on how close you consider a close call. I think any more than one. I think more than one is enough. I think more than one is bad enough in terms of my job has almost gotten me killed. I think is a thing. Is a thing. I think more than once. I think at all. If you're like, yeah, I almost died at my job. I think unless you're like one of those undersea welders maybe, or like one of those guys who climbs on top of like electric, like the big giant power station poles in the middle of nowhere, like 300 feet in the air, maybe those guys, it's okay for them to have like, a near-death experience here or there, because that's like a near-death experience kind of rich environment. But if your job is like auto insurance desk guy and you have a near-death experience, I feel like maybe you're like, this is a negligent workplace. I don't know. I feel like maybe that's not great. Hi, Ina. Hi. You nearly missed it. You didn't miss it. You didn't nearly miss it. I'm going to go for like an hour at least, probably. It's, we'll spend some time together, everybody and me. I'll give you guys lots of big wet kisses, and I'll run my tongue up the side of your face and tell you how much I missed you, and then I'll cry if you leave. But really, it's me the one who's leaving, because in an hour I'll decide I want to go get cigarettes and I'll walk out the door, and you won't see me for another 6 months. Smile. A minimum 6-figure pay to have a near-death experience often in my job. Minimum 6-figure experience for me to let somebody shoot lip filler into my lips. I think that's what I would say. I think if I'll ask her and I'll be like, can you give me an extra like $80 an hour forever, and then you can do lip filler on me. That might be a trade. I might make that trade. Go for an hour? Yeah, I can go for an hour, smile, sex style, smile, yeah, intercourse implications, yeah, you like that alliteration, huh? Is that what we're talking about? Twitch refused to let me clip the more you know about penises. Why? I don't know. I thought that was a good one. Hi, Jestilence. Hi. Hello, Jestilence. And Jestilence said that I had forsaken him. Jestilence said that I had forsaken him. Well, the answer was yes. I had forsaken him, but now I'm back to unforsake you. If you're getting ciggies, can you get some milk too? What do you take me for, a pervert? What the fuck? Who drinks milk? You guys know where milk comes from, right? Milk comes from like cow tits. You guys are sick freaks. You guys are sick whoopee dogs, Hello, Tao. You have to come back while I'm working. I'm sorry. It is a Sunday morning, so I figured most people would be around. So I tried to do a good timing here. Hi, Bucket. Hi. Hello, hi. Haha, VTuber sex joke funny. Well, you're the one who started it, Missy. I don't want to hear it out of your mouth when you're the one being like... Thank you for the resubbing. A car recovery fund. Yeah, she's getting all stitched back up. It comes from streamers, actually. If it's, well, listen, lay off milk, pal. Drink it when you have donuts. I drink milk when I have peanut butter on my cinnamon toast. Smile, because I'm a beautiful little sophisticated lady, and I love to drink my. I love to have my little mid morning snack of cinnamon toast and peanut butter. Smile. We wah. Hi, A-Pop. Hi. Hello. Hi. We wah. If you ever have free time, let me know if you want to play TTT because I'm hosting a Gmod server with it. I will let you know. I don't have much free time at all, ever. Even later today, I have to go and do some stuff away from my little hovel, away from my little den. I am requested in the wider world later today, probably around like 2. So that's only why I can only really do a little bit of time. Happy to see me back. Just, yeah, back for a visit. Happy to visit. Happy to come and say hello every now and then when I can get the time, when I can do it. Yeah, this is a performative snack. There's nothing. What do you mean performative? What do you mean? Hi, Tier. Hi, it's Brapper Malfraud. That's legally not my name. Legally, Twitch will send a cease and desist letter if you keep doing that. I talked to Bezos ? He runs this shit, right? I talked to Bezos, and he said that if anybody calls me like some kind of bizarre penis version of my name, then he'll send his Amazon hitmen and he'll rip you to pieces crazy style with, like, you know, the Amazon has been like genetically altering pit bulls to make them talk and walk upright, and they make them drive their cars. Did you guys know that? I heard about this recently. There's like they found this like weird genetic testing lab somewhere in like below like Arizona, and they found all these like half human, half pit bull creatures, and they all have certified like driver's licenses in the state of Arizona because they're trying to get them to drive the Amazon vans. It's true. I'm not even fucking with you guys. It's true. Thank you for execution, Manny. Thank you for Ampreg. Penis boy returns. Not true. Not true. It's a nice visit. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing so good. Mwah. They're doing what? Yeah, they're doing that Pitbull the rapper. Mr. Worldwide himself. Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm half human, half Pitbull the rapper. I think that's raises uncomfortable questions about Pitbull the rapper. Really, I mean, Mr. Worldwide is. I mean, maybe I don't know. Is there something we need to know? Is there something that he's been keeping from us? I always. I mean, he's bald, but this doesn't make him less human. You know, it's not a sin. It's not a crime. It's not like genetic drift to be less human. You know, if you live in Appalachia, that's the majority of people. well, no, because these ones have driver's license, so that's the difference, you know? It's like you're saying you're getting really into Antonal log. Like, absolutely not. Listen, if you have not had delicious cinnamon bread toast, put some peanut butter on it and have with a glass of milk, you'll feel so nice. You'll feel so good deep in your heart. It'll be wonderful and cheerful, and you'll smile so big and wide and happy. You'll be smile, I'm so happy. Wow, I'm so happy. Wow, I'm so happy. You'd believe it? Exactly. I believe it because it's true. Confirming all slip up looks out the window. There's 4 pit bull men fighting each other with big fat 2x4s, cracking each other over the head in like a rhythm. You guys know? Have you guys ever seen like the Looney Tunes? You know, or not Looney Tunes, like the Tom and Jerry like bits where like one like there's Tom and there's Jerry, and then there's like the bulldog, and they're all swinging various implements at each other in a rhythm. Like you know. That's what's happening. That's what's happening outside Slip Up's window with giant pit bull human hybrid Amazon delivery drivers. I think that's great. Hi, Mickey Noon. Hi. Hello, hi. Hello, hi. Hi, Michael Noon. Hello, hi. Hello, hi. If you live in Arizona, you die. If you die in Arizona, you die in real life. Did you know that? Did you guys hear about that? No way, that's nuts. Mr. Genetic Wide. Listen, man, I think why genetics is a different kind of conversation, but that is that, you know, I'll have that conversation. Do you guys want to talk about fat women? Do you guys want to talk about fat chicks? I'll talk about fat chicks. I did just have this whole conversation about the term plus size with somebody. We were talking and because we were having this conversation where like somebody was like alleging that like the term like plus sized was like an offensive term, but I was like, it's better than being called a fatty, you know, like if you're in the clothing store, you're not going to be like, hey, where's the big fat fucker section? No, you're not going to say that. You're going to be like, where's the plus size section? Like, I feel like, if I was like having a conversation with someone and for any reason, they like, we were talking about weight or size and I referenced them to being plus size and they got annoyed about it, I'd be like, what do you want me to call you? What do you want me to say? Do you want me to be like, you fat, greasy fucker? Slap your big, fat, greasy belly for me and watch it jiggle. Is that what you want to hear? Is that what you want me to say to people? I don't know. BBW font, go off. That's true. You know, it's yeah, sure. Hi, Shindigs. Hi, Shindigs. Hi. Hello, hi. Shindigs _ man 1. Is that Archibald? Is that you? Is that you, Archibald? What? Hi. Have we met before? There's so many. Whenever I come back, there's always people who've changed their names and I don't recognize them and I feel kind of bad, but sometimes you got to ask. Points to my lard-ass self. Where's the me section? You know, I tried to send you numerous envoys of big, beautiful women. I'm sorry. I appreciate your olive branch, but I haven't been responding to like anything because I've just like, I'll look at something and I'll be like, I'll respond to this later. And then I won't be able to respond to it later because I'll be getting tortured by my evil boss. You know, that's where's the lard lad section? I did used to be, Manulinoid before you ran into Horus. I see. And you were Arisman 1. Okay. Yeah. You know, thank you for bigging around, Manny. Thank you for bigging around. Do I recognize you? Smile. I couldn't mistake you, Salad Forest. I could recognize you from across the street. And I'd be like, that's Salad Forest. Wow, there's a pool toy walking around. I feel like I should call somebody. This seems like in the symptom of early onset schizophrenia. I should see a doctor. Hi, Arga. Hi, tortured for being a bit too silly. Not even. Tortured because I'm there. They're just like, yeah, you're my assistant, so I'm just going to strap you to a brick and just strap you across a tree and just start whipping you with a cat of nine tails because I feel like it. And I'm like, thanks, ma'am. May I have another, ma'am? Please, I need to make rent this month, ma'am. May I have another? Hi, Agumi. Penis says, yeah. Common likely thing for Agumi's dungeon to say, hi, it's me, I'm Agumi's dungeon. Hi, it's me, I'm Agumi's dungeon. Hi, it's me, I'm Agumi's dungeon. True. Very true. I would never forget, Manny. I could never forget. I don't forget anybody. I remember everybody. But when people show up with different names, I'm like, who are you? Hi, Faultier. Hi, it's good to see me again. It's good to see you too. Hi, hello. You point to every BBW and assume it's Malphon. I'm not B, or W. Well, I'm second B. I'm beautiful, but I'm not big and I'm not woman. I'm sorry for anybody who needed to hear that or who didn't want to hear that and heard it anyway, which is actually really common on these streams. You guys, you know, like, you don't want to hear it, but I'm going to say it into your ears anyway. And, you know, you click the link, you're just as guilty as I am here. Thank you for Giant Tilly. Thank you for Big Jiggly Tilly. Look at her jiggle. Look at her jelly guts. Isn't she great? Well, if you remember, everyone, how do you not remember if we changed our names? Checkmate Liberal. Fuck, man. He got me. God, Jesus Christ. All right, well, show's over. I've been made. They found me out. Hi, Answer Man 6, hard truth stream. Exactly. You know, hard, you know, when the truth gets hard, I get harder. You know, that's how that works, right? When the truth gets hard, you call your doctor and tell them that you've got some upsetting news and they may need to up your medication, right? Everything is ruined. Everything is functional. Mostly, I think listen, all I'll say is that if you stop and think for too long, you're going to be unhappy with it. So really just make like an avalanche and crush a couple hikers on your way down, I guess. I don't know. Don't stop. Never stop. Don't stop and think. Just kill. Just start killing people. Just kill. And I'm sure you'll feel better eventually, or not, but that's really not my problem either. I don't remember you, Ina. I remember you like I remember something that's really memorable. I remember you so well. Ina. You're great. Smile. You're German, right? You're the German one, right? Yeah. He's back and he's dropping his biggest troops yet. Whenever I show up live, I've always got so much dumb bullshit to say. Don't say 9/11. Don't say that. Don't say You guys make me laugh. You guys are funny. Don't remember me at all. He literally teased the stream in your stream. Yeah, that's true. I was watching Ina, and I was like, big return for true Ina heads will know that Malphon shadow dropped his stream return on the Incredible show, in which she was really bad at playing Half-Life or something. I have the overwhelming urge to give you a hug of thanks. Oh, Apop, you're a sweetie. If you are short, you have less value. You have scoliosis. You're literally diseased. You'd be taller if you weren't, like, under some kind of medical condition, which is, as we all know, is a moral failing. Jerking off to weird stuff, not morally relevant. Having some kind of health condition makes you less in the eyes of God, okay? That's true. It's if you have medical conditions, that means that you have been picked out by the Most Almighty to be sent to hell forever. You have no room to speak. I have lots of room, okay? Because I live in a big apartment that I pay for with the money I get from being tortured. Thank you for gifting a sub to Agumi Jesselins. Thank you. Mwah. Stop forgetting national tragedies. Listen, okay? The only time that I forget about 9/11 is when it's 9/12, because that's the safest. No, I guess not. What 9/12 is the safest day to fly, right? Nobody wants to get. Well, I guess now it would be 9/11, but I guess the day after 9/12 was the best day to fly, right? Yeah, they were doing cavity searches. They were going elbow deep. They were checking you for fucking shampoo bottles all the way up in your small intestine, man. 9/12, forget it. That was the safest day to fly on Earth. Until somebody else flies another plane into a large building, we're probably never gonna have a day that's safe again. And I think that's great. Well, I don't think that's great. I don't think that's good. I think Twitch. I'm not saying 9/11 was great. You don't have to hand it to Al Qaeda. Okay, I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying airline safety is great. I think it's good to be safe when you fly. I think it's important to take that seriously. Smile. You never think what I pass in this chat box into your memories is simply the will of something greater. I think it would be funny if we wrung all your blood out like a towel. I think that would be great because it's all just blue jello and you wring it out into a big, oh man. When I die, can you cut me open and drain all my blood and use it to make jello shots? Can you guys do that? There's so much bottom shelf liquor you could buy with the organs that you'd be able to pull out of me, and then you could turn all my blood into jello shots. Can you guys do that for me? That would be really good. Mr. Worldwide, by the way. Did you know only 10% of the population has all their limbs? I feel like that seems like a low number. Low number? 10% seems low for everybody to have all their limbs. I feel like you're lying to me. I feel like you're making that up. That's all I'm saying about that is I feel like more than 10% of people have all their. What counts as a limb? What counts as a limb? Is this including foreskin? Is foreskin a limb? Are we counting? What are we counting here? How do we discern what is and isn't a limb in this statistic? I feel like you need to be way more specific. I would never make anything up. Well, of course not. Of course not. My Twitch chatters would never lie to me. Smile. Sounds morbidly hilarious as long as it's consensual. Hell yeah. This is legally binding will and testament. Yeah. I expect when I die, there's going to be like a big memorial service. They're going to, Obama's going to come out of retirement from being Obama, I guess. I don't know. Being Obama's like a full-time job. Being the president's one thing, but then when you're Obama, it's like, I guess it's like, that's also for Trump too. I feel like some presidents being who they are is not like a profession, but for like, that's the president is their job and then who they are is separate. But then like being the president is their job and then being Obama is his other job, right? And being Trump is his other job, right? Like these guys are working double full time. So I feel like Obama would come out of retirement from being Obama and he'd give a long and heartfelt speech about me, and then he would do a jello shot made out of my blood and bottom shelf liquor. 90% of the population is missing a limb. Now I know 90% of the population is definitely not circumcised because I think people. Listen, I don't ask to see a lot of people's penises, but when I do, they are usually uncircumcised. So I find that hard to believe. Okay, if you have 2 arms, you have more arms than average because more people have 1 arm than 3 arms. That statistically makes sense, and I'm not going to question it because I'm not very smart. Smile, because I'm not very smart at all. Smile. Type 4 diabetes has hit the world hard. Hey guys, I have diabetes type 1. Smile. That's not true. I don't. Currently only has 90% of a car. Don't say that. I was so upset. Oh man, so I had to bring her to my apartment complex and leave her in the parking lot because I couldn't bring her to the mechanic that day because it was a Sunday. And then the next day, I had to have them come and tow her to the mechanic. And when they got her out of the tow truck, all like she was like still leaking. She was still bleeding. I felt so bad. I felt so upset. I was like emotionally connected. Me and this car have been through a lot. I was like, what the fuck do you mean? You're still bleeding. It's been like a day and a half. I felt so upset. Problem with that is we might get a taste for it, then we have to industrially clone and juice you like Mr. Krabs did to the jellyfish jelly Krabby Patties. I think my clones don't count as human beings legally, so it's not a crime to like massacre them. I think it's fine. How can how could it be a war crime if you're not at war when you do it, right? Smile. Missing a limb and its name is Hope. Oh, you're a sad little beast sometimes, aren't you? Counting or not counting frenulum connections. I think that if you listen, the frenulum is the small string of skin that connects us all to the human experience. Okay, give it a flick, and you may realize you're closer to your neighbor than you thought. Right? Flick that frenulum, find a friend, Yulum, smile. It really has not gotten any less stupid in the time that I've been gone. It really has not gotten any better whatsoever. Please stop looking at non-American penises. I don't ask if you're American, and I don't ask if your penis doesn't have to be American. I mean, like, I don't want to say I'll look at it, but if I see it, I won't be like, that's not American. Can you put that away? I'll be like, that's your penis. Can you put that away? I'll ask you to put it away, but it's not because it's American. It's because it's a penis and I don't want to look at it. Why am I seeing so many uncircumcised penises? I mean, it's her. Yeah, my car's a her. What do you mean? My car's a lady. She's a wonderful lady, and she drives me around. Smile. I'm the passenger princess in this scenario. Every president elected since 2008 had to do market manipulation, rug pull their own shitcoin, and force themselves to develop a split personality as part of their job. Exactly. That's why the next president will be a VTuber. First ever VTuber president. Please invest in Ina coin. Did I name her? I know I haven't named her. She's like a her, but I haven't named her. Kogerin calls it the Mouthmobile, which is a good name, but I haven't named her myself yet. Put your filthy third world penis away. Agumi, don't you usually have to charge extra to say that to people? Don't people? Why are you now? See, now you're the one who's working for free. Never do what you're the best at for free, okay? If you're good at something, don't do it for free. Penis panel 2. How American are the drawings? That's true. When people draw penises, they are circumcised. I think the circumcised penis has a stranglehold on the art world. I think, and the graffiti world, right? You don't see people drawing uncircumcised penises unless it's for like fetish art, right? I like even like if you're a dude with a circumcised penis, you don't draw it with an uncircumcised penis. You don't draw it like that, right? Well, partly just because it's easier. Probably because it's easier. All right, I'm gonna allow this one. Automod, why is Automod here? I shouldn't have an Automod. What do you mean? Mouthmobile? Don't say that. Mom, anybody'd like to fuck. All right. Am I objectifying women again? I'm not objectifying women. My car is an object who is a woman. So I think it's different. The woman is an object first, I feel. That has to be some kind of other... That's allowed, right? That's not morally reprehensible. It's an object first and a woman second because it's a car. I feel like I'm allowed to say that. I feel like because I have certified ownership over this object, that gives me, that I'm allowed to do that. Please donate to my campaign so I can finally slam this godforsaken shield into the dirt. You and me both, brother. Brian Malphon, real quote, Gawk objectified. Did not say that. Just said it then. Didn't say it otherwise. We live in different worlds. Good point. They do it for the cheese. Ace, we gotta tie you to horses and have you pulled apart, man. We gotta put you in the brass bowl, brother. We gotta turn you into an urban legend, dog. We gotta hang you from the ceiling by meat hooks, man. I didn't know what uncircumcised penises looked like until someone showed me a porn once. They look like little elephant trunks. And I'm glad that some people are happy about that. Smile. Just like me. Wait, no. Ina is an object first and a car second. No, Ina's a car first, object second, woman third, British fourth. I'll leave that one where it is. Automod keeping the penis gang quiet. Look, Forrest, you need to treat a woman like you treat a car, with love. You treat a woman like you treat a car. When she gets her guts ripped out on the highway, you strap her to the flatbed of a truck and drive her home and leave her in the parking lot for a day and a half, okay? That's what you do. Don't objectify a woman, you womanified an object. Put big eyelashes on it. That would be really cute, actually. I would love that. Forget that. That's just going down in my list of... That's going down in my big book of chatter fetishes. Big book of chatter fetishes, you know. For Ace, it's big beautiful women. For Agumi, it's I think legally I'm not allowed to talk about Agumi's fetish. For Ina, it's objectification. I mean, see, everybody's got one, right? Hi Tachi, hi Tachi, hi. I'm just speedrunning quotables to make up. We're just having a conversation. Claims ownership, then assigns it a woman. Well, if I didn't own it, then I couldn't assign it because then it would be able to make its own choice. You know, if you own something, you can decide what gender it is. That's how that works. Because if you own something, it's not a sentient creature capable of making its own decision, because if it was, then you wouldn't be able to own it, you know. Smile. I mistyped. I didn't know what circumcised penises look like. I feel like that's interesting, because I feel like when you're like a kid and you're drawing dicks, I feel like you always, like, you've seen a drawn dick before, right? And it's a circumcised one, so you draw it, and you're like, that's a penis, but it don't look like yours, so you're like, what's happening? It's like a Plato's cave situation. You're drawing the shadow on the wall, right? That's what's happening. You're drawing your impression that doesn't match reality. You know, you understood that reference. Penis gang sounds like an Agumiism. It's okay, you know, like that's Agumi's allowed to talk about cocks. I'm not gonna stop her. My parents were like, we're not sending this little slave freak to the chopping block, so I was spared. You and me both, brother. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. Where's the feet? You guys want to see my feet? Sure. Here you go. Here's my little stompers. There you go. Happy now. You freaks happy now. We all know gotta go. Oh yeah, big and round. You know, Plato's cave, but all the shadows are feet. I mean, listen. Listen, there's only so many unique conversations we can have. Dogs out. You paint your toenails. I've never painted my toenails, but I have had my nails painted. Not by me, actually. I have had my nails painted, not by me. Oh man, when I was young, I used to have really long hair, and whenever I would go to the hair salon, I would go to so I didn't grow up in a very good neighborhood. I kind of grew up in a majority like Hispanic black neighborhood that was just not doing very well. So it was very community oriented, right? People took care of themselves because a lot of people didn't really have, the finances to really do so well independently. And the barbershop was black owned. And I would go there, and the black ladies, they would cut my hair. And one of them was just like, can I paint your nails? And I was like 12, and I was just like, that's fine, sure, whatever. And they did, and that's my story, you know. Drawing the shadow dick on the wall, ignorant of the truth. I mean, listen, like you know, it's like when you're. Do you think that any of like the shadow, you know how like in Hiroshima they were like burnt shadows into like the walls? Do you think anybody had a big penis print? That was probably really disrespectful. I'm sorry to any victims of Hiroshima in the chat. I'm sorry. That was over the line. I take that one back. If you did it for a woman, it's over for you. I did it because a woman asked me to, but because I was also 12 and another woman had scissors next to my head, and I wasn't about to argue with any of them. You know. We'll start recycling bits. Oh, well, don't make me do that. They're only funny once, you know. I'm not, you know. Besides the BBW Latino bit, which I haven't revisited in a long time. Rapidly exhausting number of sentences never said or written before in human history. Basically, this sub 5.0 Eminem. That's not true. What do you mean? That's not. I don't rap, and I'm not famous, and I don't have a lot of money, and I don't have a buzz cut. I guess that's the differences between me and Eminem. Talk about the Pompeii dude jacking off. Nobody talk about the Hiroshima guys docking. Do people talk about the Pompeii guy jacking off? I got dreads. I did not get dreads. They did not give me white guy cornrows. They did not do that. Man, that would happen though. When you would like go to school and like a girl who went to Jamaica over summer break came back with like cornrows, that was always fun. That was always exciting, you know. But it's me. I imagine the image of the anime guy being up by black dudes. You are a white boy, but it's me. I mean, it was. I grew up there. I had some good experiences growing up. It wasn't the worst. I was treated well sometimes and not so well other times, but that's growing up for you. That's growing up for you, and you know, it's you have good and bad, and you know, that's life. I cross-dressed when I was 10, so that's okay. And then I had to keep the bit up for another 10 years, so I get you. I don't think it's a bit. I think at that point it's like abuse, actually. I think at that point it's like, do you know by had to. My question is who? By whom? Whomst had you had to keep cross-dressing? Hi, summertime. Hi, I'm alive. I am alive. Crawling out of the fucking pit. Yeah. Thank you for short hair. Thank you for the haircut. Hi, Mustbroke. Hi. Hello. Hi, Mustbroke. It's been 80 billion years. Hi, Mustbroke. Mwah. Yeah, no. I think if you said you had to cross-dress, I feel like that's I don't have to cross-dress. I've done it voluntarily. I was never forced to. You know, I look nice in a skirt. I mean, I don't shave my legs, so it's a little off-putting, but it's, you know, I like, it's not it's not the Amazon Basics ones either. You know, I mean, I don't own it anymore. This was a long time ago. I don't currently cross-dress. Hi, Feithel. Hi, Feithel. Hi. Mwah. Short hair for a short king. It's been all those years. It's been a long, long time, and it's not gotten any better since, Mustbroke. It's not gotten any better. Did you ever slime anyone on the block? I did not ever slime anyone on the block. It was not that bad. It was not so bad as to people were people were passing away. It was just a little bit of a down on their luck neighborhood. It was not that bad. Game with a friend, so you're lurk for now. All right, have fun, Manny. Have fun. Shaving legs is for cowards. I don't shave most of my body. You know, I have shaved my chest and my armpits a few times, because it is nice to be kind of smooth, you know, blow my shit smooth off. But you know, I don't really make a habit out of it. I shave my face. I've got a pretty smooth face. Well, not right now. I'm a little scratchy now, but that's because it's been like a day. Thank you for pregging it. Thank you. Eminem plus King Von plus sub 5-0 Malphon. Not true. Your Jester brain this bit is full control of my amygdala. I mean, it's you're gonna grow up one day, Ace, and you'll be a member of society. Smile. You will be able to have a bank account, and you'll drive a car. And everything else, who knows? Everyone else, who knows? Who knows? Not me. I don't know. But maybe you do. I don't know. Yeah. So it was. What were you talking about? What was I talking about? Do you guys want to scrandle? Should we scran it up? Has it been long enough of me fucking talking your ears off? Should we scrandle it up? You know, we've got about we're only probably gonna go for an hour before I have to go and start getting ready because I have to go out. But we have enough time for a scrandle. Goondle, we are not. Oh, we could do Rule 34. We could do Rule 34, but we're not. We're not going to. We could do Rule 34, but we're not. Let's scran it up. We'll do a classic scran. Let's see. Classic scran. Hold on. Let me get my big fat fucking head out of the way. There we go. I'll be over here in the corner. We'll do a classic scran. All right, just like old times. Plato's penis cave-dole. Listen, I don't think I know enough about Greek philosophy to really fully commit to the bit of the penis drawing on Plato's cave. That was really all I had going for it, so please don't ask for more. Missing that cocaine dole. I am drinking an energy drink right now. Medically, I've been cleared to drink energy drinks again because I stopped drinking them for a couple months. And I switched over to coffee. And I saw my doctor recently, and I was like, can I drink energy drinks again? And they were like, yes. You can have one like a week. And I was like, that's good. That's great. I'm so happy. And then I went to my car that had 6 sitting in there for like a month, and I cracked that shit open. Bart thoughts, good old Scrandle. Nothing beats that. True. I like Bart's thoughts. Role play action. That burger is a nuke. Oh yeah, you're gonna shit yourself crazy style. The full Monty, 2 beef patties, bacon, sausage, onions, and cheese. If you eat this, you shit your whole ass. €5. 5 British pounds. 5 British pounds. That's what that is. No more job application threats, only Scrandle. Exactly. I already had to listen. The job application threat holds no power over me. However, shit your whole ass burger, that one scares me. You would eat that for a full day? Yeah, this would be like 3 meals for me. Chicken and chips with ketchup mayo mixers. I mean, these both look really good. This is the bonus, so they're both good. Poland and England. Rare W for England. Rare W for England. Oh, man. The biggest thing is that this cheese is melted. This cheese is melted. Biggest W for England. That's crazy. Yes, rare. Don't start with me, Ina. Rare food W for England. Because listen, every single time we'd see something from England, they would love to eat giant hunks of onion with unmelted cheddar cheese on white bread. And it like don't you L me. Do not L me, you little brat. I'm gonna hang you upside down by your hair. I'm gonna slap you around like a piñata. Do not. Had a really good food culture before World War II, and rationing actually killed it permanently. Yeah, because they're still eating like they're rationing. The British are still eating like the Germans are flying overhead. You know, it's crazy. You know, you don't have to live that way. It's okay. I don't live that way. I eat food that's not from... that doesn't have, like, bad things in it. I don't know where this sentence is going. I would smash that burger. You're a burger auntie? What do you mean? What? How are you Miss Musbro? I thought you loved burgers. Or maybe I think of Vita. I don't know. It's been a long time. You did come visit. You'll feed me till I'm a BBW. I'm already beautiful. So you'd want me to be a BW. Well, I don't think there's any amount of food you could eat that just turns you into a W. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Women in the chat, is there a certain level of dietary? Is like a dietary restriction to this? I don't know. Exclamation point burger. Fucking burger style. Burger me up. Burger me crazy ways. Did you miss Scrandle World Cup? I did miss Scrandle World Cup. I have been super duper offline. I've been able to pop into a couple streams, chat in the Discord a teeny little bit, but otherwise I've been super duper offline. English equivalent of a torta. What's the English equivalent? What was this? Torta. Oh, okay. Chicken breast turn you into woman. Good to know. Anyway, we're going to go with the burgie. The full Monty. The full Montgomery. Rib roll and extras with holy fuck hot sauce. 10 British pounds. Jockey Whopper burger. 3 patties, 3 sausages, 3 bacon, 3 cheese. Jeez, okay. Maybe the game has changed while I've been away. Maybe the British have, you know, not to be too topical. Maybe the British have some sauce now. You know, both of these kill you. It's not the worst way to go. You know, apparently, have you guys ever heard of the Heart Attack Grill? Apparently, there's like there's a place in like Vegas called the Heart Attack Grill where if you eat for free if you were over like 260 pounds, but the owner closed it out of moral obligation, which is crazy. Jockey Whoppy, she's jocking on my Whopper till I burger. She roll my ribs till my jockey's Whopper, till my Whoppers, she X my Y till I Z. Wow, it took almost an hour to get to the X my Y's till I Z. That's crazy. Wow, that's a new record. The Heart Attack Grill. I mean, would you eat at a place that advertised that you were going to shit yourself after? Taco Bell kind of has that advertisement. But that's like a cultural thing, right? Bro, it's rusty. What, she X my Y till I Z? Or the food? Wait, the food is rusty? I don't know, man. Would you eat at a place that advertised it's so good you'll shit yourself? Taco Bell lives on that folk marketing? I don't think they do. I don't think they live on the marketing that it makes you poop yourself, okay? I don't think that's true. I think they live on the marketing that is good when you're high. I think that's the folk marketing that Taco Bell relies on, not the eat this and shit your whole ass, you know? We're going with the Jocker Whopper. We're going with the Jerking Whopping Burger. Of course, the lettuce that makes you shit yourself is from Taco Bell. Yeah, that's, man, the fucking lettuce makes you shit yourself. The air is poison. The water's got forever chemicals in it. The frogs are gay. You know, like, what are we doing here? America's in a really bad place, you know. That's just Shake Shack. Is that true? I don't know. Need a bacon roll? Oh, yeah, bacon roll, bag of popcorn with 2 beers. See, like, this is, fuck you for this. Now I'm mad. Now I'm, like, seething, actually. This is not, no, the beer don't count. Beer, it does not count. This is just popcorn. The scramble, this is just popcorn. What do you mean? What do you mean? This is not, the beer is not counted here. That is not it. This is Scrandle. This is bag of popcorn is sad. Exactly. This is fuck you for this. I hate popcorn. I don't like it because it gets stuck in my teeth. Hot dog with beef and ale pie. Hot dog. Ireland. Wow. Really weak. I don't think you guys deserve independence, Ireland. I'm sorry. If this is what you're putting up, I don't think you guys deserve independence this year. Come back again. You know, 2023, give it another, let's wait until 2033, okay? Maybe the British still have some things to teach you. You know, what is that, dog? Not much. It is not much. You know, this looks like Play-Doh. This looks like Play-Doh. You know, $25, exactly, $25 for 2 beers and a bag of popcorn. I think I'd rather blow my shit smooth off. Hot dog marinated in formaldehyde. You know, and I like the smell of formaldehyde. I think I like formaldehyde. I like the smell of chemicals that make you stupid. You know, it's fine. I don't mind formaldehyde. What I do mind is this. I'm sorry, guys. You push that independence back. Work on your hot dogs first. Spends all their tax on fraudulent NGO that gives all the money to their politicians. They should give their money to their fucking hot dog vendors, okay? Whatever fraud is going on in the Irish government is going to the wrong people because it should be going to their fucking hot dog vendors. That's what I'm telling you. Thatcher Margaret Thon. So you get unboiled raw dogs. That's sick. Flaccid. Yeah, $7 for this. $7. I think. Oh, man. God, really. Fried chicken. Tokyo, the jackhammer. What is inside this? Pepper jack sausage with pickle de gallo. Pickle de gallo. What do you mean by this? What is pickle de gallo? The jacking, yeah. So you've got, well, I mean, you know, thanks America, Progressive Field 2026. Thank you for that. What do you mean? Pepper jack sausage. Okay, that's fine. Like a sausage with pepper jack cheese in it. That's good. Pickle de gallo. It does sound good. It is about, it's, the thing also is like, look at the price difference. $3.30 or $8.90. Don't you guys all have stuff stuffed in their sausage? I mean, like legally, like medically, yes. But, you know, it's not you. I mean, well, I guess for some of you guys, it is probably cheese. For some of you guys, it is probably cheese. But, you know, not for everybody. And not for $9, okay? 3 cultures stolen in that dog. And none of them are happy about it. Pickle de gallo? I mean, not to fucking be offended on someone else's behalf, but pickle de gallo is awful. This fried chicken, Japanese fried chicken is really good, and it's way cheaper. I'm going to go with the fried, yeah, way cheaper, way more, way better. Margarita pizza, free entry into the match. The beast's rib. From what beast? Is this the rib of, is this Adam? The rib of Adam is served at Vancouver Whitecaps? Vancouver, what is this, Long Pig? The Beast? The Beast? What do you mean, The Beast? They eating elk. Mr. Beast. They got Mr. Beast chained up, and they're fucking harvesting him for his meat. They're harvesting Mr. Beast. Mr. Breast. That's not true. They got enough of his games, and now they want his meat. That's like the Mr. Beast like torture scenario tagline. Enough games. Now it's time for the meat. And or I guess that's like what he says before he takes you out on a romantic date or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go with the pizza because I'm not going to eat the beast's rib. I'm not going to eat the mystery meat beast. The pizza looks insane. The pizza looks so good. The pizza looks so good. Canadians have the Beast of Revelation chained up in a basement, and they're eating it. They're eating it. That's why everything's fucked, because the Canadians are eating one of the biblical Beasts of Revelation. What do you mean by this, Canada? Cremosin, yogurt ice cream, Brazil. Oh, always some fucked up shit coming out of Brazil. Double dog is crazy. Now, and we got the double banger. We're frauding in New Zealand. At Wellington Regional Stadium. Or we've got yogurt ice cream. Yogurt ice cream is fine. The docking dog, the frauding Frankfurter, like the fucking God. Dick jokes. That's all we're doing today, I guess. As I came back and I was like, let's do an hour and a half of dick jokes. That's great. Which is not surprising to anybody, and much less to me. But we really, really nailed the point home, huh? The DP dog, the fraud dog. Yeah, there we are. There. Now we're cooking. With Cox, the fraud dog. I don't think Canadians were that hardcore. I guess they are. The Beast. The double banger sounds like a good 5 minutes. You're a little pervert, aren't you, Ina? You're being a little bit of a pervert today. Good lord. All right, let's go with the fraud dog. That's fine. Chana masala with samosas, pie, peas, and gravy. Again, looks like Shrek took a big shit on your plate. Not great. Mushy peas, never appealing looking. Thanksgiving with big old smiles on the way to work. Thanks for being me. You're welcome. I'm me every day of my life, and it's I'm glad it makes someone else happy too. Cooking with Cox. That's true. Whenever I cook, that's not what I'm doing. I don't use my dick to I don't use it to like flip over a burger. It's not a utensil or anything. But I do have it while I'm cooking. It's like it'd be like cooking with your elbows. They're attached, so you're technically using them. So yeah, but anyway, both British. Oi, bro, have some chana masalas. That's the worst fucking British accent I've ever done. Well, Ina deserves that anyway because she's being wretched. Bloody poop plate or poop plate with slime. I think the chana masala is gonna win. This one looks decent. Pie, peas, and gravy is great. Mushy peas are nice. I'm sure they're great. Visually, not so much. Visually, not so much. All right, what else do we got? Fritz Wiener, New Zealand, all about weenies. Can you believe it? Pastel del Carne, meat pastry, Brazil. This looks like it has mold on it. I'm sorry, Brazil, but this looks like it's moldy. Like these top parts look like that's how they should look. Like fried dough or something. This looks moldy. I'm sure it's the meat inside giving it that coloration. Hi, Rampart. Hi, Glizzy Gobblers. We're glizzy gobbling. We're glarking it. The Glark 3000. It's the best snack in the world. The Malfon mold mash. I saw a gay thirst trap on Twitter, and the guy had chicken pox, and it looked like he was moldy. It was sent to me. I wasn't looking for gay thirst traps, but I did see it. It was sent to me. And because he looked like he was moldy. I can't show it to you guys because it's not the safest thing in the world but it looked like he was moldy. You saw it. Yes. That is the sentence that I said. See the one with the guy in the underwear with his mom. No, I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that, but I did see a guy who had chickenpox and looked moldy. Was the chickenpox part of the fetishization or just kind of there? It was like the excuse he used. He was like, I still have chickenpox. And then he posted like a lower upward facing angle of his abdomen. A mutual mind keeps asking for tactical gear thirst traps. We're talking about that topic now. What to do? Are you being groomed? You are being groomed. The only response is to groom them back harder or ask for $50. Tell them that they can have their way with your body, and this is a lie. But for $50, and they'll give you the money, and then you never speak to them again. And if they show up to your house, you pretend you're not home. You pretend you're not home, and you hope that $50 was worth it. Hi, Sport Natasha. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I hope you're having a good one. I hope you're having such a good birthday, and I hope they treat you so nicely. Mwah, 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 mwah. What did you come into? Oh, and it's business as usual. Business as usual. You'll send it. Don't worry. I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should do that. Only if you're underrated. Yeah, no. No, they have to buy me NVGs. All right, let's go with the moldy Brazilian. Wrong, Musbroke, you were wrong. I trusted you, Musbroke. Gives you birthday $50. Yeah, doesn't require anything sexually explicit. Yeah, your body's a temple. Never send photos of yourself that have your soul. That's true. That is true. That is true. They didn't want to tell you this, but the first camera did steal your soul, and all the other ones after the fact do that as well. But nobody on Earth has a soul, because because everyone's had their picture taken. Maybe there's a couple guys in like rural China, or maybe like the Amazon who are ensouled, but most everyone else, because of Google photo imaging, satellite imagery, everyone's had their soul ripped out by satellite cameras. Sorry, guys. We're all going to hell. Sorry. Smile. Hi, Jay. Hi. Good morning. Polish sausage and chips, chicken curry pie. This one, visually appealing. This one, I'm sure it's good. But this one, it's just got the colors. It's got the colors. You know, it just looks that better. But I would never show my penis, so that's good. This happens in Goosebumps and Ghost Bumps, and it's true. Yeah. Scandalous wash. I mean, you know, I just think maybe Brazil doesn't have the stranglehold on the stadium snack market as maybe you believe. Who wants to go to heaven anyway? Me. I want to go to heaven. I want to go. I'm not going, but I want to. Smile. Big proponent of color diversity. Yes, it's important. It's important to have your food have different colors. I enjoy a bowl of like tan slop every now and then. I think having a tan slop meal is fine. But if that's all you're eating, you eat with your eyes first, you know. Deconstructed hot dog and fries, what are we doing here? Okay. All right. In defense of deconstructed food, I think a sliced sausage is not the worst thing. At least it's served in like a traditional serving dish, as opposed to like on a license plate. Half of those fucking deconstructed food restaurants, they serve you shit on like a license plate. They serve you shit on a fucking like a I don't know, like a fucking cutting board, which is better. They serve you shit on like a fucking hubcap on a medical tray. It's awful, man. Going your whole life avoiding cameras just to lose your soul to someone taking a secret photo of you to post on Twitter to make fun of you. Oh, no. And then they all call you fat. No. Polish sausage looks inside. Don't look inside. What do you expect to find? Gotta get cleaned up. Gonna be hanging out with family. All right. Have a good day. Have a good birthday. Thanks for coming in to say hi. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Take it easy. We're gonna go with the people agree with me. The color of, see, Australia. Bad showing today. Bad showing. Cheeseburger. $7.80. What do you mean? Meatball and Balmy from Belgium. Belgium. The Belgian. She be Belgian. She's Belgium. Cheese not melted. Immediately clocked. Explains why the Aussies are like that. Yes. Woman in glass house be like, I sure love throwing stones. Clueless. Love sewing. Hate reaping. Wow. All right, not even a question. I am curious about what that giant object is. Wow, 9 out of 10. Good scran. 9 out of 10. Very nice. 9 out of 10. Really good. Really good. All right, guys. We were because I trusted Musbroke on her Brazil snack. I know, you doomed my score. You did. That's okay. That's okay, Musbrook. I forgive you. I forgive you. I don't hold on. I don't hold on to that kind of malice. I hold on to other malice. I hold on to other sick and twisted forms of malice. That's what happens. You let a Brazilian control my fate. I don't. Yes. Oh well, sometimes you learn some lessons the hard way. Smile. Don't do the chalk emoji emote is crazy. Deep cut chalk emoji emote. I miss chalk emoji. She must have been hit by a truck. They killed that girl. They killed chalk emoji, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's nothing left for her. She streamed yesterday? That's not true. You're lying to me. What do you mean she streamed yesterday and I missed it? Fuck. Whatever. About the only ones the English can make fun of, let them have it. That's fair. That's fair. Hi, Garbage Tay. Hi. Hello. Hi. Sick and twisted mouse for you to hold right here. Pants grab. I'm gonna hang you upside down by your ankles. When are we getting TTS? I need to vomit TTS. We're not. Hi, Lotus. Hi. Unfortunately, people are coming in at the end because I only had the time for an hour. So I've got to run. I do have to run. Can't do a bomb and vomit monologues and derail stream every 10 minutes. Probably never, because I'm only ever streaming once every 6 months now, and that's probably not going to change. So because of the way my life is now, until or if I ever get another job, because this job is paying really well, even though it works me like a dog, it pays pretty well, so I really don't want to leave it. And unfortunately, that just means I'm busy. Mwah, kiss Fulos. Mwah. I trained a TTS off mouth and I make it do tortured noises and it makes me happy. I just do that normally. Don't leave for smokes for another 2 months. It's gonna be like 6 months. I'm sorry, I'm gonna leave for smokes, and I'm not even gonna bring smokes back. How many hours do I work a week, if you don't mind asking? 75, maybe. 75, 60, maybe, something along those lines. It depends on if I have to come in for weekends, which I do sometimes, because the surgeon that I work for is on call sometimes, and I have to come in and help her. They're working me like a damn animal. Yeah, they've hooked me up to the torture machine. They've installed me inside they installed me inside the torment nexus. Yeah, but I get paid. So smile. Actually, long day at the long day factory. Yeah. I'm not going into work today. I have a social obligation that I have to do. I have to go visit with a friend I haven't seen in a long time, and he and I are gonna play cards and we're gonna hang out. But it's been a couple years since I've seen him. And he wanted me to visit, so I said I would, so I'm going to. But I have to get ready to go soon. You were not joking. I was not joking. I am deeply serious. I am very serious. You see, 7 days a week? No. I'll work usually. I mean, like sometimes 7, 6-ish. Usually, it's never. It's just. I'm just there late. Maybe 6 days a week, once a month, 7 days, once a month, maybe. Most of the time it's 5, but I'm just usually there really late. Really, really late, because there's a lot of stuff I have to do, and I'm the only one who does it. About 6 to 7 days, rounds out. But you see these shadows under my eyes here? These are not for show. These are not for show. Looks at you with my big eyes. Hi. All right. Proof of life. You, me, you. Hi. Proof of life. It's soon to be proof of death. When are we cloning so we can stream with unsold clone does the slave labor? I think you can't clone me, because we'd kill each other. We would kill each other. Now, never ever become important with a job. Never ever. All right, who are we gonna raid? I have to go, because I cannot. I'd love to stick around, but I have to go. Who are we raiding? Sharko's live. Let's go say hi to Sharko. Get a homunculus. I am, but doctor, I am the homunculus. Let's raid Sharko. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I love you. I'll see you in another 6 months when I get the time. Hugs and kisses. Thank you so much for all the love, for all the subs, for the bits. I appreciate you guys coming in and visit with me. I hope you all are well. I hope you all stay well. I'm sorry that I'm not around. I'll try to pop in and say hi. I'll do my best, okay? All right? I love you, okay? We're going to go say hi to Sharko. I love you. I love you. I love you.